Okay, this is class of 10 students with the following grade and determine class average on the quiz. So let me just put it here. It is always a good idea to put it together what you have studied so far. So let me put it this way. I like to do this way: input and process. Then eventually we need to have an output. We are doing this as a sequential programming, not the object-oriented. So let's start with something quite simple. The first one is we need to process the grade of these numbers. Okay, so let me just copy these numbers, and I'm going to put it here. Well, we need to keep it somewhere, so I'm going to say grade. This consists with 10 numbers. Okay. To process this, we need to have total, because we need to find out the average. So initially is of course 0. Then you need to divide by a number of students, which is 10. So we can say number of students if we want. I will just say simply grade counter. Okay. That refers to number of students where when we add the number 98 to total, it will increase by 1, so it will be 1, then 76, and continue edit and continue increase. Okay, so we are basically moving one at a time. That's all you need for input. Okay, process is straightforward. For grade, it means I'm going to take the only one out of grades. So we say int grades colon, don't forget. And if you remember, augmented operator, take a one at a time. So first time we're going to take a 98 and then save it to total. Then move to 76 and then save it to total. So 98 plus 76 will be total. We continue until we reach the last one. Okay. Also, we like to know we can find out whether it's how many students we process or how many students grade we process. So we increase by 1. Okay. This is not quite necessary if you don't want to, but let me just go ahead and then average. Usually average, we should put it as a part of the calculation. So let me put it, go back. Okay, here average. Okay, count grade. Okay, count out. So basically we sum all these numbers and then divide by, actually is a 10. Okay, so output will be print average. Okay, that's all you need to know. Okay, so here 81.7. Okay, that's the average. I also hesitated about the grade counter. If you don't want to use it, okay, that's okay. If you want to say number of students, okay, because we know exactly there are 10 students, so we can say number of students. We know it will be 10. We assume that's the fixed number of students. So this is not quite necessary. Okay, so we can make a comment. And instead of divide by the grade counter, let me make a comment. You can divide by number of students. Okay, try to remember 80.7. Okay, still same 80.7. the main idea is when you have this kind of simple questions, okay, you need to find a way to come up with your own algorithms, okay, which is just solution for this particular problem. So the basic idea is usually I recommend to come up with input. There are 10 numbers, and then what are we looking at as an output? Here is the one average, okay. Then usually process is not very clear sometimes, but in this case it's straightforward. Okay, we know that there are 10 students and 10 numbers. So add them together and divide by 10 students. Okay. So if you remember how to use augmented operator, or if you can't remember, you can do something like this. Okay, which is okay. The main idea is you need to put everything together, what you have studied, then come with your own solution for the problem. Okay, that's the best practice. Okay, come up with your own. You may end up with a slightly different programs. That's okay, as long as you end up with expect the same output. That's all. Thank you.